know it's late at night, but I'm grinding anyways because I need to. Well, I don't really need to, but also, right now, in my current state, there's not a whole lot I can really do. I guess to really put it simply, I just can't really record my Switch right now, but I can record my 3DS, so that's why I'm like, might as well do the grinding since I'm already here. As you can see, I'm kind of leveling up. I'm going right. Actually, I should specify what tower I'm actually in. I'm in World 2-Tower. I did already do a little bit of grinding off screen. Or not, I wasn't recording, sorry, some of the grinding I was doing, but I'm gonna be honest, as much as I kind of created the grinding playlist for this series, I didn't think I would need to do this much. I didn't really think about the fact that, yeah, it's gonna be annoying to do that if I can only grind when I have the opportunities to record. What am I even doing? I'm not even... Wow, I completely blew my chances of actually getting this one item. So, let's instead just hope that we can get lucky and hope that we get fire orbs. Nope, we don't. Let her close together. Also, 6 in the group, not even 4. Jeez, I completely botched my chances there. Anyways. Again. What I was trying to say is that there's a lot of grinding that will need to be done. Doing it on my own is kind of whatever. I try not to, like, the grinding that I did, I mostly just did this level, and, World Star 2-Castle. And that's primarily because both of them just have a bunch of items in their question blocks that I've been, trying to get a lot of. Not really been that successful, though. Like, I mean, I've done, like, a few things, but not a lot. I've done, like, 1 green star coin and 1 star gem. I did get a coin cover from this level, but, like, it was literally just a random drop, so wasn't all that special. An unfortunate issue with this team in particular is that this team is not really powerful. Like, it can deal a lot of... Like, it's good at surviving, more or less. Like, Rush is pretty good. Heavy Parabeetle is pretty good. With the statuses, Auto Heal is amazing, that's why we have that. And then Dry Bones is mostly here just with a little bit more dark coverage and just the extra HP from Health Boost. You know, assuming I have the Woken skill, which I don't. But it's not really that, like, it doesn't really hit that hard, this team, so... It's a little, like, Boomerang Mario and Boo Luigi are kind of a main damage dealer, or what increase their damage, but the allies themselves don't deal that much. Like, Cheap Chomp and Big Parabeetle have like 3 stars of attack. I don't know how much attack Dry Bones has on the top of my head, but it's not that high. I know that Heavy Parabeetle has a decent amount, but is it enough? Not really. I'm just gonna Ghost Strike on this one, I guess.
Oh yeah, Luigi time!
That works. I could have done way better with that, but it's fine. The light resistance is kind of annoying, but not much we can really do. What are you gonna do? Frenzied Blows. This could potentially KO me. But it doesn't. Dun 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 dun. And also, there's a lot of allies that I actually have, but I haven't really leveled them up, and that's unfortunate because I'm not really able to use them. Which is kind of unfortunate. Which is why I want, like, to get a lot of coin coffers, but I don't know, it's like, I have to really be selective on how I grind, Because I think, honestly, what's going to help us out right this moment is getting some of the items that I do kind of need. Because the levels are helpful, but only to a certain amount. Like, the levels are helpful for at least getting some stats up, like HP, but, like, it's really, like, the Awoken skills and, like, skills in general that can really be beneficial. So, why did I go to Power Up? I meant to go to Lucky Question Blocks. Fire Flower, 1-up. We technically need that. Gold Shroom, 1-up. Okay, good. That's good right there. Wow, those last 3 items that we just got were really useless. We got like 3 1-ups, that's fine. Because we do, again, we do kind of need the 1-ups. We did use up like all of them in the last episode. So, that's completely fine with me. How many star gems did we end up getting? Because we actually got a decent amount from what I remember. First of all, we got a lot of fire flowers, but we can't really, most of the allies that we need the fire flowers for, we don't really have right now, so it's a weird issue right now. Let's see, golden mushrooms, grand golden mushrooms, comet metals. We got 3 star gems, so we do have a couple of options we could do with that. We also do have some golden mushrooms and stuff. What I really need right now, although weirdly, is green star coins. We need, like, an insane amount of green star coins, admittedly. And green star coins to the degree, but man, we need so many green star coins, and it's really unfortunate, because a lot of the allies I want to power up right now, King Bill, Boo Luigi, you know, like Flame Chomp, all of them require green star coins, and it's like, I just don't have enough. Especially when you need 7, and I only have 3 of them right now. You need fruit, and honestly, I feel like spending some of my fruit on these winged Yoshis are actually pretty good. I just don't know when I'll be doing that. It's kind of also interesting because I have a lot of star coins, but not a whole lot of allies to really use them on, if that makes sense. Like, I can use them on the bro foes to kind of give them, like, faster turns for when I can stall, but we're also getting to the point where we don't even need to stall for the secret exits. The battles are just going to be so hard and going to take a long time anyways that it doesn't even matter. Like, we might as well just try to defeat, like, the course as fast as we can. And really, there's oddly not a lot of allies that we actually need star coins for, if that makes sense. Like, do you need star coins? You need star coins, but here's the thing, your skill is kind of whatever. Like, you don't have that high of an attack stat, and just doing that damage to, like, to all the foes, like, it's not as good as Wood Rush, in my opinion. What do you have? Oh yeah, that does a defense boost. You are the only one I've actually spent star coins on, and wow, that's a lot of star coins to be expending. Now I'm gonna think about it. Yeah, most of these other allies, like, the only thing I can really think of unironically are, excuse me, the coin coppers. So I don't know, that's not really, I mean, I guess the gold Goombas are worth it, but the problem is that they're just not high enough level. That's my issue. I have so many allies that I want to be using for, like, and that's because they are useful for many different situations. I just don't have the items I need, and it takes a really long time to get them too, so that's what I mean by the grind in this game is so long, and it's like, that's why I knew this series was going to take a long time. Hence why I kind of wanted to start the series sooner rather than later, because I knew we were going to get in the situation. I am still glad that we made a lot of the grind not nearly as necessary. Like, we have Boomerang Mario, and I've been using it, like, ever since then, and it's level 70. It's all, like, it's, like, already 2/3 of the way of the level cap, which is 99. And that just shows you how much I've been using it. Similar thing with Boo Luigi, where it's like, I've been using it so much that, like, that's why it's level 70. Like, any opportunity I get, I can use it. Most of the allies I've been using for different situations, so it's kind of hard to, you know, level them up in that essence. But also, it's like I have so many, like, star coins. I also have a lot of golden mushrooms, which I'm not really using all that much of, but, like, that's a lot of golden mushrooms to just be expending on like that. So there's a lot. That's a lot. We need green star coins mostly. And we are kind of running a little low on stuff like this. It's like Mini Superstar. I think we only need 2 more of that and we're good. I'd much rather do it on you as well, because that's a really good skill. What do you need? Oh yeah, you need rare fruit. I definitely want that one to be higher because carrying status is really helpful. Like weirdly, you need golden mushrooms, which you're almost at. Wow, you're almost actually at level 59 too. And now you have yeah. So there's a lot that needs to be done. I could go. Something I should actually be looking at though is what allies do I need to transform. But I think instead of doing that, one thing I'm gonna need to try to do at some point, which is gonna take a long time by the way, is going to this tower. It is this tower, right? I think it's this tower, yeah. I mean, I can go check my notes. I didn't bother pulling them up. I also just realized my frustration meter isn't even showing properly. I don't know why, by the way. Like, I have to, every single time I open up Streamlabs, I have to, like, not necessarily, like, re-add it, but, like, I have to open it up in the settings for Streamlabs, and the moment I do that, then it shows up, which is really, really weird. I'm just trying to pull up the thing. Metro Koopas are going to be all the way down at the bottom. Yeah, here we are. So the red one is obviously 8-Tower 2. The blue one is 8-Tower 2. Well, not that it... well, whatever. 8-Tower 2 for green one. Which we already have that one, actually. I think that's the red... yeah, the red one is definitely the one I want, but... it's also the rarest one to get, I'd say. The yellow and purple ones I can kind of easily do. I think I'll, well, okay, it doesn't really matter. We're still gonna go on this course. What is the item you can get? Oh yeah, you can't get anything. Well, that kind of sucks. What's this one then? This one you can get star gems. This one would give me a lot more of the yellow and purple Magic Koopas, but what we really actually need are these ones. We have 10,000 HP without Boo Luigi. That's kind of interesting, actually. One thing I don't really like opening is Mario Wiki, but it does actually have the course maps for a lot of these levels. And what I like about that too is that I can easily go to like, oh yeah, 8-Tower 1, and I can easily go there. Actually, wait, hold on, it's a little weird and dumb. Because Mario Wiki, this is the one game where I can definitely tell that Mario Wiki was slacking, kind of. Well, not really slacking, but rather it has a lot of missing information because the page has not really been updated properly. So some of the links just don't exist for some reason. Like, to go to 8-Tower 1, I have to go to a completely different page and then look on there to do it. I was half expecting that to do, like, you know, like 50% of my health. We're not in the post-game. Actually, I should probably get rid of you. Can I get the blue one? No. More opportunities would be the best. It doesn't even matter because I don't want to get a 10 combo item either, because that just gives me, not coins, spiky shell. And wow, yeah. Yeah, yellow ones are guaranteed to appear on, that one. And the purple ones, too. For 8-Tower 1, mind you. I don't know how they are for the other ones. I'm just so used to the post-game damage, it's like, it's kind of actually weird seeing this stuff actually do a lot. Honestly, that's kind of how I felt at the beginning of the beginning of this game. It's like, wow, I can actually one-shot things, like, insanely easily and not have to worry about getting, like, an absurdly high combo in order to do that. I want to go with the 8-Dash Tower 2, though. I'm really curious on that one. What's the enemy loadout for these ones? Oh, that's weird, the way how it's loadout. So, you're not guaranteed a blue Magikoopa, but that one does show up. Oh no, you are, but only on the 4th battle, which is the one after this one. And you are also guaranteed a green one, too. So this is actually a pretty good course, because you're guaranteed a blue and a green. You have a chance to get a blue one. And then obviously the boss, which has all of them, obviously. What about 8-Dash Tower 3? This is the one I go to the least, because a lot of times, like, the allies you can find here are kind of unnecessary, I'd say. You're guaranteed a yellow, you're guaranteed a purple, but you only get 1 opportunities at both when you're probably honestly better going off to 8-Dash Tower 2 or 8-Dash Tower 1. So it doesn't really matter which one you go to genuinely be honest. I don't really care how I do against the big bony beetle. It's not gonna, like... Again, it's not the post-game, so... I don't need to be worrying so much about what it does to me. One thing I actually need to be constantly doing, and I keep forgetting to do this, is to go to my completed save and actually see what the team is. Because I know I said a long time ago, like, I want to build my tower team, but I also need to remember what it is. I know what, like, 2 of the allies are. Well, actually 3. But the other ones I don't fully remember. And by the way, it's a bony beetle. Not bony beetle, big bony piranha plant. What's the other one called? A heavy parabeetle. And then there's a leader that you get that we don't have yet, but I do want it, and it's for that team. And you don't really need the leader, but I like having it because effectively the strategy with that team is to kind of stall out for a good combo, which you can do with this like high attack, and that's pretty good. We got a blue Magikoopa. I don't know why I did that. That was kind of not necessary. I should actually I should look at the amount of Magikoopas we have. Because I do actually want to look at what we're missing, theoretically. Can the final battle have a Magikoopa? No, it can't. Just curious. I'm just gonna rush here. Because I'd rather rush on this turn than last turn. Oh, geez, that did a lot. I'm gonna boomerang attack just so I can... Not to actually heal, but so that I can make so many heart orbs that I can easily get rid of them. I do think it's kind of funny because I'm so used to seeing the heart orbs that they actually kind of look better with this art style, but when I go to like Possible and Dragons, like Z, or even like the mobile game, which is very rare, like occasionally, but sometimes it will do it, it feels weird seeing the heart orb there because it almost feels too cartoony-like for the actual orbs that you see there. I don't know, it's just to me it feels like that. And we're back to the situation where there's just a lot of heart orbs, and I kind of wish there just wasn't. Nice, an A combo. I would like a red one. Nope. I mean, I guess I would like all of them, to be honest, but a red one especially, since A is the rarest one to get, and B, there is an ally I can get with it that I'd actually be considering on getting. It's the red-yellow, Magikoopa, or red-yellow, what am I saying? Red-green, because that's... Fire-wood is not that common of a type combo. I think, actually, especially on allies, I just realized there's a bug on my screen. On my monitor, there's actually a bug. I got it. It was so tiny too, I didn't even notice until I got it. Sorry if you heard all that. Like the screen moving and all this stuff. Not really something I can easily just like control the volume of. Oh wow, we actually got a 10? Well, I mean, thanks for the spiky shell. I don't really know what to do with my spiky shells. Like, I think the issue I have with spiky shells is that, like, it's one of the more rare, like, skill items, so I don't really know who to use them on. Especially since a lot of... I mean, like, the Magikoopas probably, since they are probably the more useful allies, I'd say, than, like, most of the Gooplings. Mainly because the Gooplings are unlocked pretty late, where the Magikoopas you can theoretically unlock before you even have any of the Gooplings. Just a me thing, though. I did mean to go to that menu, just not the items. I meant to go to the guide, because I want to see my blue Magikoopa. So I only have the one. Actually, let's just go here. Yeah, so I only have the one transform, but how many do I have in my ally box, then? And what can I transform into again? I'm blacking out. I can't really actually do that much with them. Let's go sort by attribute, so you can see how many of the blue ones do I have. I have 2 of them. Okay, so I actually have all the ones I need, funny enough. What do I need ice flowers for again? I should have wrote down who I needed the ice flowers for, not exactly, what I need, like, because I know how many ice flowers I need, but not who I need them with. That was something I probably should have wrote down, but I didn't. And honestly, it doesn't really matter all that much, because, let's see, how many ice flowers do I need? I need 18 of them. I need a lot less of them than I need, fire flowers. I would imagine, like, maybe, like, Wendy uses them. But, I don't know. Let's go to the Toad House real quick. Because I do want to go to the transform area. Because we do have the capabilities of grabbing this blue Magikoopa and turning it into, not you, but... Oh no, we don't, actually. I thought we had the ice flowers. We actually don't have the ice flowers. Never mind. So a blue Magikoopa wouldn't actually be the worst. It's just, I personally view that as a bit of a waste, since honestly, what I think the Magikoopas excel in when you transform them is giving you some interesting type combos, like wood water. Like that's a really rare one, for example, or you know, water fire, you know, or like fire wood. It's like these. Weirdly, if an ally can transform it into dual type, it's gonna be fire dark or fire light, or the type it is already. So you know, like water, or you know, like wood, you know, wood dark, light, like light fire, light dark. You know, and then you have dark. I have dark fire, dark. It's like, and obviously this is just the allies that can transform. By the way, there's more along that too. Oh, let's not sort by attribute, let's sort by level. You can see all these allies. You can see how little I've used the Toads compared to everyone. I mean, admittedly, the Luigi forms... I don't know, actually. I know B Luigi is someone I'm gonna definitely want to use at some point. Now, why exactly be Luigi? Well, I don't really want to say why right now, even though it's gonna, like, literally take a long time to get there. But let's just say, I'd say levels can be supremely difficult, and you kind of need a strategy to make it a little less evil. And having B Luigi a type that, like, you can use that'll double your HP of a single type, which that being fire, and there's a lot of good fire types, it's like, yeah. In fact, I actually want, honestly, if I had to really rank all the types in this game, I'd say Fire and Dark are like king, because they have really high attack stats, almost all of them, and it's pretty easy to fit them on your team. Even if, like, you're being like, oh, but, like, what's the best thing is, like, usually a Fire and or Dark type are always good for that reason. Then I guess I'd say next after that would be... maybe Light? Because there's a lot of light types, so in almost you're never really, I guess, to put it simply, you're never in short of a light type because you're gonna have one almost no matter what. And then probably wood, and then water. The only reason I say water is only one of the, like, the least helpful types is just because a lot of their attack stats are just so low that, like, you need a lot of them to kind of accentuate the water damage, where you use like a fire and dark. You really need one, maybe two, and that's it. And, like, that's almost all the damage you need for that type. But for water, you kind of need, like, a lot, and it's unfortunate because a lot of times it's like, come on, I just want a different team member, but nope, you just can't because you don't have the water damage you need compared to everything else when you have everything else. I'm surprised you're actually attacking me and not using Light Bind. I also need to stop putting myself in these situations where I literally can't make any more combos. But also, these hard orbs are really annoying to deal with right now. Because I don't really need them. Really, you did not faint from that? We're gonna do a rush. Nope, wow, okay, that just insta-KOs you. Which isn't exactly a bad thing, because I'm pretty sure it's not like... It's like a not 0% chance of you getting the ally from rush just by doing that. We just need one more blue one, but we still need a lot more of all the others, which is kind of the unfortunate part. You can tell how tired I am just by, like, me not really being able to make these good combos. Normally I can do a pretty good job on these, but not right now. I mean, hey, at least this is getting XP for these teams, so, or for this team rather, so... Like, at least this team is getting, like, stronger naturally, instead of just me just, like, using a bunch of coin coffers to get them stronger. I mean, admittedly, I have done that with some of these team members, but not all of them. And because I use this team for, like, the normal courses, it's just, that's why they're that useful. Is this a KO? No, it's just barely on a KO. Here, I'm gonna Bone Shell. And then Heal Wave. I know I can't match up Dark this turn, but I can make things sort of work out by doing this. And maybe a Dark will just spawn. No. I need to take out this one, though. I didn't take out any of them. Okay, well, I'm at full health, so I'll survive. I can rush this turn. This will KO 2, maybe 3 of them. Never mind, it KOs 3 of them. I don't think I have a yellow one, so... I guess it's not... like, it's not unhelpful to... Oh, shoot. Okay, thank you for doing that. Thank you for sparing me, to be honest. I'm just... can you... Again, can you tell how tired I am? I mean, keep on light tricking, to be honest. I don't really care. Yellow? Nope. Not gotten a single magic group, but well, I mean, I could get a blue one earlier, but I don't really need the blue one. I kind of need a, I mean, honestly, I need literally every other color, in a way. Well, I guess not purple. I'm also trying to, like, think, what allies should I really be focusing on when it comes to powering up? Because... I mean, there's so many different allies I want to be using, but if I can't get them to, like, a strong level, then it's almost not really worth trying to, like, you know, use coin coppers and level them up, because I might just end up using someone else with a very similar role. And I think that's why this run has been going actually a lot different than my first playthrough, because I'm using a lot more different allies, like, Flutter and Flame Chomp. That was not really an ally I really used in my first playthrough. And also, I was not playing with the version 2.0 update, so a lot of, like, the, well, Boomerang Mario and my, like, the Magikoopa, like, transformations, they didn't exist when I was first playing this game. So, a lot of times, like, I was kind of just, I guess that A meant more grinding, because I didn't have a lot of stronger team members, so I needed to grind my team, so that's why I had, like, a lot more, like, skills leveled up and had a lot of the star gems and stuff. But also in the essence of that, like, I had to use a lot more different team members, and I think that's what's making things a little different. Like, I know, like, Boo Crew was actually pretty helpful, because I didn't really have many, like... Again, I just didn't really have that many, like, strong answers to certain stuff. And, like, the Koopa Troopas were all nice, but... after I learned, like, kind of why they were nice, it's like, well, I kind of sometimes need damage, and they're not providing me damage. And I think what made me enjoy things like Flame Chomp and Gold Goomba were mainly because they provided a lot more of the support that my team really needed at the time. Or that my team needed. Because I didn't really have a lot of, like... I didn't really realize how valuable skills can really be when used correctly. And that's what made me value, like, Flame Chomp, especially. But here it's like, well, now I can kind of see how I should be using them. So it's, I just, like, I know what is, like, good strategies, and I'm trying to go based on that, but with all these newer allies that I'm having access to with the version 2.0 update, it's making it much harder to try to figure out what is actually a good strategy I should be using. Although, to be honest, that's not really, like, that big of a deal. In fact, it's actually kind of a good thing I get to use more different allies. Because it lets me put them in a different light, I'd say. I would know this because I remember when I first played the game, like on my first playthrough, I didn't really realize how helpful Heavy Parabeetle was until, like, I started using them in, like, levels where, like, there was a bunch of poison, and I was like, oh, you know what, actually being able to get rid of the poison and paralysis with its Awoken skill is actually kind of nice. You just need to have that Awoken skill and stuff, which, you know, I don't have yet, so right now it's not that helpful other than just being a pretty strong light team member. I should have not targeted that. I should have targeted the Bony Beetle.
Oh yeah, my time.
I need to get rid of the Bony Beetle at the very least. Green joins? Hey, green joins! So I have the green-red one. There's the green-green, I think the green-yellow, which actually wouldn't be a bad one because there's not a lot of strong wood light types. Like, Big Parabeetle's one, but its attack stat's not that strong. That's the issue. Like, it has... Although I guess to compensate with its attack stat being low, it does have the Awoken Skill attack boost, one of only 2 allies that actually have that Awoken Skill. Yes, 1 of 2. There's literally only 2. It's that and King Bill, which... It's unfortunate. It's like, even though there's a lot of allies in this game, because a lot of them are the non-fully transformed ones, there oddly isn't actually that much variety in that. So you end up just having a lot of allies with, like, similar-ish attack, like, Awoken skills, but not in the same way you need them. Like, there's a lot of twin targets, which is fine. It makes sense. And there's like quite a lot of like health boost, recovery boost, like skill boost and stuff, and orb time boost. Like those are all fine, but then you end up with a weirdly low amount of allies with bind barrier. Like there's only like 2 or 3, which whatever. But then you have like only like 3 auto heals, 2 attack boosts. You know, it's like disparity, or I guess the variety in it. It's like no, or not really variety, rather the distribution of them is just sometimes a little weird. But it's fine. Nope. Oh, we got another 7 combo with the full attribute attack, so yeah. Red? No. I need a red one. This is like the only level that you can really get it in, and this is really the only opportunity you get it, because the only other level is 8-Tower 1, but it's not even guaranteed to spawn in that level, so it's like you have such a low odds of getting it. But I am getting a lot of these allies that just feed to the lucky, not to the power-up machine, which isn't admittedly the most helpful, but it's there, so you may as well use it. It's like that tiny bit of XP, but what's more actually helpful is the plus bonuses you get from doing that, so yeah. Actually, what team is this again? Oh, you do have green-blue Magikoopas, which I probably should level up. Green-blue Magikoopas, alright. I mean, it's also been one of my more helpful team members because, again, this type combo is just really not something you see a lot of. So yeah, boing boing. Boing boing. If I'm going for a living guide, I do kind of need to keep some of these guys, so... Like, I don't... Like, the level 8 yellow Koopa Troopa. Don't need you, don't need you. Yeah, there you go. And look, it has plus 20 HP and plus 3 of recovery. Would have been kind of nice if either those were attack, but it's how plus bonuses work. It's certain allies will give you that like a certain plus bonus, either HP attack, and it's dependent on the ally you transform them with, not like luck or whatever. Like, I don't know. There's so many things that I need to do for grinding in this game, and this is like such a small grinding session because I wasn't actually really planning on doing that all that much. I didn't even process this one actually had a blue Magikarp at the beginning. Oh, of course you're gonna freaking bind me. I'm just gonna... I don't know. Imagine they all use their skills but I didn't actually take damage this turn. That would have been half funny. Please attack this one with wood and not the piranha plant. Well, whatever. Koopas, and that's not a whole lot we can really do, so we're just gonna do this, and then boing. And look, look, another yellow Koopa Troopa. We can't really do anything with, but yes, it'll be fine. Also, wow, we're fighting a big bony piranha plant, which is worse than fighting a big bony beetle, because now we have to deal with poison. But admittedly, we also have heavy parabeetles, and there we can get rid of the poison if we really need to with their skill. And see, this is what I mean. It's like I didn't really think about heavy parabeetles being able to get rid of the poison, so I was always suffering with poison. Like anytime you would get to these levels, and it always got really, really annoying, for sure. Okay, that actually worked out, dang. But that's a lot of hard orbs. There we go, we got rid of the hard orbs, which I was kind of hoping we would do. Ooh, okay. That's really helpful, actually. I think that means we have all the blue and green Magikoopas we need. A little unfortunate, because, you know, we still need to get red and yellow ones, and purple ones also. But admittedly it's the red ones we need, because, well, you can't really get them easily. You can get all the other ones decently easily. Like, green and blue ones you can just play the double up bunch, because they are guaranteed to spawn. And then, with yellow and purple ones, go to the first tower, because they also have a decent chance of spawning there. But for the red ones, you just gotta go to this level and just hope and pray. In fact, I haven't even finished the guide on my first playthrough, by the way. In fact, actually, I might even make this my final attempt, just so I can show you that. Although I would have spoilers. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter. I've kind of said, at some point I did actually mention I didn't really care that much about the spoilers about this game. I'll heal with Boomerang Attack, I think.
Oh yeah, my turn.
No, I was one orb off. Okay, I'm gonna have to use a continue here. And I'd much rather use a continue here than anywhere else, to be honest. I mean, unless one of them did use a trick, but also I also need to specify continues are not that hard to get that much of.
Mario time.
Like, I can pretty easily get some by literally just playing 8-3. Like, just by playing that level, I can get a bunch. And that's not even a joke. I was trying to go for an extra water combo and it didn't work. Nope. Oh, look, now you use a trick when I don't, you know, and it's... Well, it doesn't matter anymore. Well, we got 2 grand blocks, so I'll take that. Look at that. Blue Magikoopa joined you. Green Magikoopa joined you. And then a yellow Koopa. It's funny how it has to play the things in alphabetical order too, so... Well, I guess it's time to show you my, whoops. It's time to show you my first playthrough that I have shown before on my channel. I mean, it's literally how remember that I got Boomerang Mario and I got Boomerang Luigi, like, videos? Yeah, it is that save file. So it's not all that much. I do, again, the 3DS was so much my childhood. And you know, it just kind of sucks that I was just... If I really wanted to show just how much I loved my 3DS, I would have gone stuff like, I could have gone like a theme for this, you know? Like, I could have gone like, there was actually a Puzzle and Dragons theme at some point. No, I'm not even joking, I think there was literally like a background like theme for Puzzle and Dragons. But, I don't have it anymore. So even though it doesn't look like it, I have, also, my frustration meter should have actually been lower. Because that's not what I wanted to do. I was Thank you. Anyways, it doesn't look like anything has changed. But trust me, things have changed. In fact, you'll probably notice it the moment I get into here, probably. Oh, never mind, it didn't. Well, I guess first of all, we're at Luigi. We're playing as Luigi, rather. But, yeah, let's go to the guide. And you'll notice, first of all, you'll notice that I have all those allies and stuff. But you'll also notice, yeah, look, there's 2 slots missing, and that's because... Yeah, they're from the Red Magikoopa, and I only have one of them. So, in a way, that also mean that these 2 Magikoopas, which was the Red Purple and Red Yellow, I think. These are the 2 I was I'm sorry, Red Purple, that's what I mean. These were the 2 I could never actually confirm their base stats and all this stuff. I was just going off of Mario Wiki. So, let's just hope they're correct, first of all. And then, yeah. So, yeah, that just shows you just how much I've, technically, this isn't 100%. But one thing I also wanted to show off, then, was, or not really show off, but rather, a note to myself, rather, is Toad House. And that's actually because I want to go to edit teams, because this is the team. Okay, so this was my main team. This was my grinding team. I had this backwards. Normally this is like my alt team. Like, this is my alt team on this one. Versus this is my grinding team. Like, Puzzle and Dragon. No, sorry, what did I say? An 8-3. This is my 8-3, like, grinding team, effectively. But on my recording save file, is main team, alt team, then grinding team. In this game, it is main team, grinding team, then alt team. So, there you go. Also, wow, level 97, 99, 99, 99, 99, and then level 66. It's like, I mean, all the stuff will be changed, obviously. But then we have, Team 4. This is the team I have actually been wanting to use for quite a bit. Unfortunately, that Cat Luigi is now the first one, so you got spoiled on Cat Luigi being the leader, but I also don't really care all that much, admittedly. So it involves around Cat Luigi, and I think Boo Mario is my next one. But honestly, I think Boomerang Mario makes a lot more sense here because the water and the fire are the two lowest stats, and unironically, that's what Boomerang Mario is, so it'd make a lot more sense to do that. But yeah, and also, okay, it was Dry Bones. Oh, and Cheap Chomp. Yeah, no, duh, I guess that would have made a lot of sense. So, yeah, interesting. And the main reason why I say, like, this is interesting, because, like, if you look, that's level 4 Poison Barrier, level 5 Health Boost, level 4 Poison Barrier, and, you know, level 5 Auto Heal. So, in fact, actually, you can look at my highest level team here, and you can just see how different it is compared to... And that's mainly just because, like, well, like, these two allies I used for quite a lot of my first playthrough. Then it was, like, you, obviously, and stuff like that, so... It was really interesting. And then I ended up using you quite a bit. Some other ones I mean, you were pretty nice, but I see that was unlocked afterwards. Who else are you? I mean, you were pretty helpful. Who else are you? You were pretty nice, you were pretty nice, you were pretty nice, you were pretty nice. Yeah, that was kind of it mostly, because most of the other ones are just, you know, like to, oh yeah, fill up the guide. Wow, that's a lot of booze. That's just right there. And decent amount of coin coffers and stuff. So yeah, this was the one team. This was the team I planned to use for something very... This is literally only for one level, by the way. As you can see, it's definitely a fire-centric team, and that's kind of the point. But with the new Magikoopas, I don't have to worry. Like, this team is oddly not as... Probably could be better, in my opinion. Because, like, this involves health boost and auto heal, which was the idea, but... You know who I could replace you with? Because right now, it's like, you're HP, and that's kind of it. I could you. You're, like, HP and attack right now. And while you won't have the health boost, like Awoken skill, it'll definitely cover up the damage that I really need. An alternative is that instead of having, like, Dry Bones and Cheep Cheep, I could have, like, red and green Paratroopa, or Magikoopas. Because that way I can get a little bit more wood damage while still being fire type, so I benefit from the leader skill, and then put Boomerang Mario on team, so that'll cover up the water damage. So it's just so much, it's just how so much has changed, is what I'm trying to say. And I think another example of that too is, like, if you look at Boo Mario, this is level 99, its Awoken skill is maxed out and everything, or Awoken skill leader, just skill in general is maxed out. Like, this thing was maxed out for like a while, but I literally don't think I've ever used Boo Mario anymore, and it's just because Boomerang Mario is just you but better, effectively. Your Awoken skill is effectively the same, but just better. I keep saying Awoken skill. Leader skill. Typing combo-wise, is more unique, water-fire. That's for sure. And while the skill... And this is an orb changing skill, but this is actually a pretty good orb changing skill. The other one isn't, and it's kind of just a heal, which is nice, but, like, you know, you have Cheap Chomp, who's just there, who I'm almost always going to have on my team anyway, so it's kind of redundant in a way, but that's that. Who else did I really use a lot of? I mean, Statue Luigi was used quite a bit. You were used, obviously, but that was mostly for the castles and towers, where there was Heartless and the big bony piranha plants and stuff. You were used temporarily, and then I replaced you with you, ironically. You were actually used quite a bit, funny enough. But then I found that they were kind of whatever, so I just said no. I think you were only useful for, like, a secret exit. Same thing with you, I think. Who else did I really use? That's kind of it, actually, believe it or not. So, yeah. Just shows you just how different this one team is compared to, like, my recording file and stuff. And then, oh yeah, here was my score attack team that I really only use for free challenge, obviously, because that's the only one you can really use them for. And this team worked well with is there another helper that you get? I think what made this team work out well is because these are all high damaging like allies. With a leader that, while not a high attack, its woke skill's amazing, and then the helper skill for the other one just like was kind of missing out. A lot of issue I had with Course 5 of Free Challenge was just not getting the damage I needed when I needed him. Like, for example, like the last three battles actually are really, their HPs are so high that like you need to somehow find a way to pierce through, not really pierce through the defenses, but they just have so much health that you need a way to break through that health, and I just could not get that to work out really well, so yeah. I also think it's kind of funny because a lot of stuff like King Boo, for example, like I did not have, King Boo was not high leveled at all for this, and I just had to spam all of my coin coppers and stuff, and even I think even Star Gems, yeah, because I had Orb Time Boost, and I leveled that up. I don't think I really used its Awoken skill all that much, or its skill, period. I think I had to level up a good chunk, but yeah. Yeah, that was this. These are my teams for this one, and I think it works out pretty well. I think this is definitely the team I need to focus on the most. I guess I could write this down in my note document. So, allies wanted. I had these note down for a reason, but I kind of want to change these for a moment. So for tower, tower team, I'm gonna want to use Cat Luigi. Who else? Heavy Parabeetle. That's actually just written down right here. I don't need to write out the whole thing. Heavy Parabeetle. Dry Bones, because Dry Bones is really good. Who else do I need to write down? I don't even know what you're called right now. Big Bony Piranha Plant. Big Bony, how do you spell it? Okay, Piranha. Big Bony Piranha Plant. And then we need Cheap Chomp. Another really good ally. And then I guess the best ally to use, unironically, is actually Boomerang Mario. It's admittedly like my best team. That's not really a joke. Let me actually delete this stuff. And then I'll can I delete the column? There we go. Now it doesn't look as so spread out than it normally does. Also, just delete these rows because I don't need delete 3 rows. There you go. Now it's a lot more. Now it makes a lot more sense. Okay, so then this is gonna be the team I have here, and I wanted to use this team. So, first of all, I'm just gonna bold this one just so I can actually read it out. So this is gonna be D Luigi. This is still technically grinding, so I guess I can't really complain all that much. It's more Dry Bones, but that makes a lot of sense. Dry Bones is always helpful. And then Cheap Chomp, again, classic. It's such a good ally. And then it's double Lakitu. And then it's well, right now it says Dry Bones and Cheap Cheap, but I honestly think what might be better is blue, red, Magikoopa. I honestly think that's better. And then Boomerang Mario, obviously. It's either blue-red Magikoopa or green-red Magikoopa, because that way I can get the wood damage that I saw. Honestly, I feel like that would probably work better, actually. So yeah, let's put green-red rather than Wait, is it? No, it's red-green. That's what it is. Because it's the fire one, and then it's the wood one. Whoops. Why did... Oh, wow. Okay, that's weird that it didn't do that before. Or that it didn't do that before, rather. And then this is the score attack team. And then this, so the score attack team is going to be Boomerang Mario. That's like a no-brainer. It literally doesn't... So, King Bill. Now this is, I should also specify, this is specifically for Course 5 score attack. I can go do the other ones, or I can look at my teams for the other ones, because I have all the grinding sessions for that stuff. Again, in the grinding playlist, which is where you're watching this from, by the way, in case you weren't. If you, a lot lower down, I think, actually, more accurately, when I first recorded the series, I wanted to complete the guide, or at least get most of the entries in. That's kind of the whole point, that's why I was working on the whole bios thing. But I needed to unlock the version 2.0 leaders, and a lot of those grinding sessions actually should, like, have a lot of that there. Big Para Goomba. I think it's... I don't know if it's one word or two. Well, actually, I could just check by doing this. No, it is just one word. Alright. And then it's King Bill, or King Boo. And then Big Bony Piranha Plant. And then it's, oh yeah, it's this ally. So yeah, that was, that's the team I used. I'm gonna just delete this column, just because that way it can... Yeah, there you go. Now it fits all to one... It's all on one page. Let me put score attack team. I'm gonna then put 5. I don't remember what my 4 team was, but I think it's fine either way. And there's definitely a lot of alternates I guess I can come up with. Yeah, don't say the changes. Out of curiosity, how is this team on, like, items and stuff? Because, yeah. Yeah, look at that. 54 super mushrooms, 99 of the fires, 84. Like, this is just, like, transformation items you just don't need. Like, look at this. Look at this. Like, I almost have maxed out on everything except for mushrooms. That's, like, only halfway to be maxed out. But, like, super leaves are almost done. Ice flowers are almost there. Blue mushrooms are literally, like, about there. But the skill up items, I have a lot of them. But stuff like, yeah, like green star coins I don't have, and like a lot of or superstars, or fruit especially. But like, yeah, look at that, 53 grand star coins. I wish I could send all these to my other save file, but I kind of can't. And then this is the player card, right? Yeah, where it shows you like my best times and stuff. I don't know why it's blue, but yet the leader that it shows is Boo Luigi. So I don't know. I don't understand. And this is my favorite game. I mean, I don't know. I can never really pick a favorite game, to be honest. Like, I love, like, there's a bunch of different video games I've played, and I cannot pick a favorite. But this one has its own unique charm that I really like. And I guess it's kind of me just unironically liking it at that rate, but, you know, that's something else. I need to just stop talking, though. It is actually almost midnight now that I think about it. Now, will I be doing more grinding? I probably will. I mean, I'm obviously going to. But I mean, like, for how much? I don't know. No, I'm gonna actually go to bed the moment I stop recording this game. Admittedly. But, essentially, I'm gonna stop the recording, like, right now. And then I'm gonna, like... I'm not gonna do grinding off screen. I'm just gonna, again, go to bed. Because, yeah. Tiredness. I mean, I didn't have as much enthusiasm this grinding session that I think I normally do. I don't know how much enthusiasm I really have. I mean, granted, the grinding sessions aren't really meant to be like, they're not really meant to be, like, like, normal videos, so I don't need to put as much energy into, like, what I say and what I do, but, you know, I still try my best. But yeah, I'm gonna end it here.